All right, so this is gonna be my out of retirement video, but I just saw a video from a YouTuber named Pastor Dal, and he was discussing how these companies that are in the food industry are now they're turning to using aborted fetus cells to artificially enhance the food flavoring, artificially enhance the taste, I guess, in the soft drinks and the snacks or whatever. I think Pepsi has ties or connections with Kraft and Campbell's, and I think McDonald's is has a hand in that. And basically, all I want to really touch on is us as young people. And when I say young people, I would say anyone from the age bracket. And this is not going to be a race video. This isn't going to be no black people video, but just a young people video. Anyone I'd say under the age of 28 on down, man. We've been doing a lot of fucking up for a great long while. We've been sitting on our ass watching Jersey Shore, watching BET, all this goddamn nonsense. I finally, when I was in the car earlier today, I was listening at the radio stations, right? I decided, you know what? Let me put it on Power 106. Let me put it on one of these main stations and just listen to what the hell, my fellow peers listen to. And it's nothing but madness, man. You got these goddamn lyrics talking about how cool I look when I come in the room. I'm sexy. It's some goddamn group name LMFAO or whatever, a bunch of light skinned dudes talking about a bunch of nonsense, man. Because when you look at music, that's giving you a window into what's going on in the brains of young people. And ain't nothing going on, man. All we worried about is material possessions, looking better than somebody. My Jordans are cooler than your Jordans. I mean, it's just a bunch of nonsense. And it's trickled out of the hip hop, area, because that's where it started from. Like the materialism worship in regards to it being glamorized in music, that started with hip hop. But now it's trickled out in the pop music. So you can't even have a real conversation with someone in my age bracket because we got the attention span of a goddamn goldfish. We don't listen to shit. But we're the first people to sit up there and act like we got the answers for all things in life. I mean, the internet is probably the best and worst thing to happen to us as young people because we got all this information that's available to us. But since it's there, we don't want it. We don't want to look up no history. We could give a damn about the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, the Assyrian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire. We don't give a damn about any of that shit. But we the first people to sit up there and command all respect from all people as if somebody really owes us something. It just trips me out, man, on, trying to talk to, people my age is trying to wake you up about, because I've been going around talking to a lot of you, about the dollar, that Federal Reserve, about, how the dollar isn't even real legal tender and it's not constitutional. It costs 98 cents to print that. I mean, the Federal Reserve receives 98 cents to print that denomination on that bill, whether it's a $1 bill or a $100 bill. So maybe back in the 20s and 30s, gasoline costed about maybe 20 something cents, right? It still costs 20 something cents. But your damn dollar is so devalued, it takes about 3 or 4 of your dollars in some places in the United States just to get a gallon. And when you bring these type of things up, when you address history, when you address this is what's going on in the world, that's what's going on in the world, we don't want to hear it. It go in one ear and out the other. But now all of a sudden, since we can't afford our iPhones and we can't get an iPad because the financial aid is not coming through, now all of a sudden we want to take our punk asses out there and occupy Wall Street. Now all of a sudden we want to rise up because we can't afford cable and we can't watch Jersey Shore in the real world. Now I want to take our bitch ass out there and riot for something. We wasn't out there rioting, about 2 years ago. Everybody should know by now that the 9/11 incident was an inside job. That should be common knowledge. But you still got some dumbass motherfuckers walking around here still insisting that it didn't happen. Thinking that it's impossible for this government to not have the people in its best interest. I mean, I'm just going to say it, man. It's so hard to wake, my generation up and the generations to come And when the dollar does collapse, and when the country does get turned into a police state, and even worse, it basically reverts back to third world status. So that means people are going to be killing each other over canned goods and food and water and stuff like that. When it gets that way, a lot of us gonna die, especially as young men, because we're not ready for that type of shit. You're not gonna be ready to kill a man with your Urban Outfitters jacket on. You're not gonna have the heart to do that, to protect what's yours. We this generation, man, has been completely pussified, you know, bitched out. I mean, it's pathetic, man. The iPad, whatever that shit is not going to fucking help you in what's coming to this country. And we don't get that shit. And like I said, man, this Occupy Wall Street stuff, the media is keeping that on the low. They're severely underestimating the attenders at these protests. But like I said, it's too little, too late. There's no way in hell that you're gonna get the 1% to give up. It's 1% to the 99. The shit's not going to happen. And they got internment camps waiting for our asses if we get too out of hand. All Obama has to do is declare martial law, and them troops, they coming in there to lock our asses up. And they will lock our asses up. Because you think about your young people who have been watching MTV, drinking Capri Suns, drinking these Gatorades. That's why a lot of us got ADHD right now. You think all of a sudden we've been laying dormant for all these years, now all of a sudden we're going to come together on one accord? And look, even if we could overthrow the government, what the fuck would we do if people my age were in leadership? We don't know shit. We don't look at history. You can look at the past and try not to make mistakes, right? You can look at the past and say, okay, this and this happened. Let's not do this. Young people don't know nothing about the past because we don't give a damn. If it ain't got nobody shaking their ass, if it ain't got nothing to do with you being light skinned and you doing the Dougie and you doing this and that, we don't want to hear it. So, I mean, even if we were able to somehow magically overthrow the government, it's not going to happen. Our young men, we ain't going to be able to fight no fucking police officer or nothing like that, and no Urban Outfitters and no American Apparel V-neck. That shit ain't going to happen. You going to get your ass beat because we too bitched out to do it. This shit ain't going to happen. So, I mean, damn, man. I mean, it's really depressing thinking about what's going to happen to us. I mean, we're going to be walking around in concentration camps and they ain't going to do a damn thing about it either. So I was talking to some guys earlier today. Yeah, they ain't going to lock me up. Nigga, you going to get locked up. You going to be the first nigga they put in there, man. But yeah, I'm getting too riled up on this, so I might do a follow-up or whatever it is. But yeah, so Phil Eulogy is back, and so you can go ahead and thumbs it up, thumbs it down, or whatever.
Peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of the Realities Temple on Earth. Your host is His Divine Masculine Brother Administrator Talik Ibnrad.
We got to fight the powers that be.